Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, June 8th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I align my actions with my vision of change. Speaking of change, I was wearing this tiger's eye bracelet right before recording this, and just as I was about to hit record, it broke and beads everywhere, and Luce thinks that these are cat toys. So, speaking of change, it is up. Now, I want to just start with this eclipse that we're building into. As of today, as of Tuesday, we will have the moon move into Gemini, which means we will have the North Node, the Sun, Mercury, and now the moon all in Gemini. So this is very, very, very strong mental energy. It is exasperated by, or exaggerated by, this eclipse energy coming in. So this is really important to ground, in fact, because it was too much for these poor little beads, what I was asking from that bracelet. So take your time, breathe in, ground in. This eclipse is very powerful. It is a very, I think, helpful eclipse energy that is moving in for alignment of change. But that doesn't mean that the energies are necessarily easy, even though it is a beneficial energy. Although I always think the astro is all beneficial, even though it's not easy. So that goes without saying for all of it, but just keep that in mind. So today we have the moon finishing up in Taurus and shifting into Gemini. It will shift into a Gemini 11:47 a.m. Pacific time. So we definitely may get a little bit of the wonky void of course moon energy. Void of course moon, especially if you're lunar, everything can almost feel like a mini Mercury retrograde. Everything kind of slows down. On top of regular Mercury retrograde, things just need to be a little bit havoc. I've got my rock player hanging out right here, looking for toys, looking for stone toys. Before it makes the shift, we have the moon in Taurus connecting to both Pluto and to Mars. I'm really feeling that Mars connection specifically. That Mars connection. Mars is finishing up in Cancer. Mars will be 28 degrees Cancer. What are you eating? Just don't eat things. There's nothing around here to eat. She's a Taurus. She's like, I'm going to taste it. I don't know what that is, but anyway. Mars, 28 degrees Cancer. As Mars is in these final degrees, that Mars energy can also be exaggerated. Mars energy is passionate. It is ready to go based on its passion. But anything that blocks that passion can be viewed as frustration and turned into major aggression. So with Mars at these final degrees of Cancer, we're definitely feeling a call to take action in regards to our home, in regards to nurturing, in regards to our feelings. But the slightest thing can be like, and the moon feeding into that, moon and Taurus feeding into that may kind of ground us a little bit. But again, I feel like there may be some worth feelings that also come up that can, again, exaggerate this. I feel like everything's just exaggerated due to the eclipse. So again, our work is to ground in, our work is to notice, and our work is to take action, take aligned action in regards to the change we want to make in our life, in regards to the nurturing and the care and our feelings. What is needed for you to be nurtured in and through this energy? So very potent. I have to say, I have at the top of the cards the compromise card, which is the don't compromise card. So it's noticing where you've been compromising yourself in regards to your self-care and nurturing, and where you need to show up and take that action for yourself. And this is also in regards to the changes. What are the changes in your vision that you're being called upon to make? So, alignment with that. The moon connecting to Pluto actually supports that as well. Pluto is ultimately about that empowerment. Now, the moon moves fairly fast. This is a trine, so it's not a negative thing. Sometimes people hear Pluto and they're like, ah! Again, all planets have our best interests. So this is about empowerment, and empowerment, again, about your worth. And I would say this feeds in very strongly with this Mars energy as well. Are you being empowered in regards to how you're taking action for yourself? Eclipse time is a very sensitive, intense time. What do you need? Keep asking yourself, what do you need and how can I show up for myself? Okay, moon into Gemini, 11:47 a.m., and only makes one connection. The moon will square Jupiter in Pisces. Now, I've been talking about these Gemini-Pisces squares. Gemini is the breaking news information, and Pisces energy is like the wisdom of all ages. And sometimes they don't line up, and yet both have value. So this to me is like, yes, keep noticing what is. And then Jupiter in Pisces is like, even as you're noticing what is, don't forget about that higher vision. So often, this is definitely very Abraham, but so often we will fall prey to what is and get stuck there and not remember the power we have to change. Now, it is important to be present with what is, and yet Jupiter in Pisces reminds us the importance of our daydream, the importance of having that soul connection that's like, oh, there's so much more here for me. The importance to not compromise that vision by what is happening in the moment. What is happening can change in an instant, and I'll remind you that miracles don't care. Miracles come no matter what your belief is. But I think we can help them along by aligning with the vision of what it is that we feel called deeper into without the projection of everybody else and their mother, right? So watch for the projections. The projections are strong. We are antennas. We are picking up everything. This eclipse is just enhancing that energy. So you want to be really, really, really aware and keep nurturing yourself through this process, nurturing and not compromising. I have the understanding card, providing lots of understanding for yourself and understanding for others. This energy is very intense. I feel very like, I feel the planet spinning. Like, that's what I feel right now. So be gentle. I also have the stress card in reverse. How I'm taking this card is, this card's like, you're doing too much. You've let the monkeys take over. The monkeys have been like, snapping their fingers at you. What do you need to put down in order to provide yourself understanding and nurturing? I will also say that I can take this in regards to the projection cards. What projections do you need to put to the side because they are not serving your highest and best? So, here we go, building into this eclipse. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious.